Let's call the November 10th bid board meeting to order at 5:06 PM. And today we do not have Tommy, Robin, and Hannah in. And then the minutes from the October meeting. Has everyone had a chance to look over the minutes from the October meeting?
Motion to approve.
Motion,
Second.
motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Minutes from October are approved. Public comment.
Hi, Amy with Mofield Property Services. I would, because I had a couple of concerns brought up to me about the snow removal that it did or did not occur today. So we have to make a decision to call our guys in. So at 10:30 last night, we only had an inch of snow on the ground. So we still told our guys we were doing the bid because of the forecast. 1 o'clock in the morning, we get down here and we start, all my guys come in, and by the time we get everything together and get down here, it's snowing an inch an hour. And the winds are picking up 20 miles an hour. So my guys are getting hit with the cold, snowing too fast. By the time we would have gotten done, we would have been, why'd you even bother? Because get it the next night, because there's no way you were even going to keep up with this. We had 7 guys out here for 5 hours and didn't budge anything. I have never gone through 5 snow blowers. With the weight of the snow and the leaves, they were destroying the weed ear, those snow blowers. So we made a decision to call it. The ATV was not being able to do cutouts because the snow was just so heavy. We could only go so far with the snow, so it was having a hard time doing those entire blocks that it could do the blocks, and getting into those corners and everything else. We've made the decision in the past that if it's just not safe for the guys to be out in the cold, if we're not making a dent in what the snow is going to do, we had already knew that the schools had already canceled. By the time we did call it in the morning, we knew that there was businesses that weren't going to open. They were going to be delayed. We have empty stores in the bid, and the ones that were going to be open have a private contractor take care of it in addition to what we do. So we chose to pull off. I, in good consciousness, am not going to charge you for those 35 hours. I'm going to charge you what it typically takes me, which is 18 hours. We are still going to go out tonight. We are going to do a cleanup. If we had gotten another 2 inches, then it would have been a bill, but because we don't have another 2 inches, we're just going to do it. And it's not going to be charged to the bid. It's because I want to do what's right. We've been partners with you guys since 2007, and I will tell you that this has been the worst day for my snow removal business in its history. We've had one catastrophe after another, nothing going right. Way too many things. Like I said, we went through 5 snow blowers. I had an alternator go out. I had a box break. I had somebody shatter my skid steer window. So it just keeps adding up. I blew the hydraulic hose on my plow because it just snapped from the weight in the snow, in the cold. It just a lot of things going on. So I do want to address that because there were concerns. And like I said, we are going to go back out. I cannot, in good consciousness, go out during the middle of the day. I can't put a snowblower. I don't know if I'm going to pick up a rock. I don't know if I'm going to hit a car. I'm not willing to take that, especially with the day I had. Luck was not on my side. But at this point, I just say Mother Nature won. And this was the perfect storm. You never get double hit from lake effect. Not only did we have Lake Michigan, we had Lake Superior, we had the polar vortex. We had some very wet snow. And this was our first snowfall of the season. I had new guys. I have guys that haven't done it in a year, so they're got to do their refresher course. It's just, it was early. There was a lot, just way too many scenarios that went on today that just did not play in our favor. So I hope you,
Were there complaints? I mean, okay.
yes, I had, the mayor reached out to me.
Well, was the city getting complaints from?
Yes, from residents as well as business owners.
Okay.
Well, I think it was a good idea what you did. I mean, we can't ask you to do any more than you can, especially under the circumstances. And so, I mean, we trust you in your decision and what you go into. And it's the first snow. You know, everything goes crazy. Everyone goes crazy, and we want the best for the people that are doing the work for us to make sure it gets all cleaned up. So luckily, being a Monday plus closings and et cetera, minimal damage to the other. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of damage on your end, so hopefully that can get all.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, we had more snow blowers, so I can pull from my inventory. I can get back out there. We're gonna come back out at 1 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna get everything, when we can bring our loader in, we can clean out the corners, get that heavy snow. Because, like I said, the ATV couldn't push snow to get us cutouts, you know. And the thing is this is all gonna be gone by the end of the week with a 60-degree temperature on Saturday. So, you know, it's not gonna sit there and haunt us for the rest of the season. So, with that in mind, that was part of the reason that we,
So just the timing of it, the heavy wet snow.
yes.
So what were the nature of the complaints? I mean, what was the city hearing? And I'm not faulting you, I just want to know for education purposes. I think you were faced with an impossible task, quite frankly.
Yeah, so the complaints are that folks are having to walk through snow that was almost knee-deep for some folks, not being able to access certain businesses. I'm not sure what all she was able to get done, but there were more than just 2 folks that had contacted the city. And I would say, I appreciate Amy, but at the same time, we have to make everything walkable and able for all residents, whether that's a resident that has a home or doesn't have a home to go to. So, you know, the city can't, if a plow goes down, I can't just say, sorry, city, you gotta deal with it. We have to figure out an alternative way to get the streets cleaned up and keep everybody moving. So that's the gist of it.
Like I said, the snow was falling faster than, and Mother Nature decided to come later. And I'm stuck with a time constraint of I need to be out of the bid by 6:30 in the morning. Because there's too much traffic, too many people coming up and down. It's not safe for us, it's not safe for them. So we are on a time constraint where it's a different scenario when you're in a plow truck and you go when you have to go. We can't do that down in the bid. We're out of there by 6:30 in the morning, and we don't go back on there until after all the businesses close and traffic is slowed down. Now, if you guys want to go a different direction and you want to give me different guidance, that is your choice. So that's for your consideration as well. But I'm doing what I've been guided to do.
And you're going to go back through and clear tonight?
I'm gonna
Now
go
that
back
the
and clean
snow's
it all
over,
up
yeah.
and get it all back, so you won't be able to tell that we had a day. It's the first snowfall. Everybody forgets what snow is about. If this had happened during the middle of the season, nobody would have thought anything else about it, but nobody's used to the snow. They forgot what it's like. Just like when you have to learn how to drive again in the snow. Everybody forgets. So you get to the end of the season, everybody's like, I'm an old pro. But at the beginning of the season, it's novice. You're all beginners again. So, but I appreciate it, so that's all I have to say. Thank you. I appreciate your support.
Jamie? Did you have anything that you wanted to?
Yeah, so I would just ask if this is acceptable. In Amy's contract, it states that she reaches out, I believe, to you, Clinton, Could I just be included on those texts? Because had I known that she wasn't able to complete her day or route or whatever, maybe there would be something I would have been able to do to help. But if I'm not notified, then I can't help. So is that, I'm not asking, I just want to know when the route is complete or if there are issues, because communication is, if that's okay.
Yeah, so if there's anything.
Yeah, just let me know, and I'll get you my contact information. Thanks.
Anyone else? Okay. Committee reports. John?
You have the monthly reports in front of you as far as the synopsis of what happened. In October, the only money we collected was the interest on the bank account. And then there was a significant amount of expenditure showing for October, but that was actually September and October together. If you look back at August, you can see it's about half the size of October. So it was just timing between getting the vouchers up there, getting them through city council, and then actually get them processed. So September had no expenditures. October has 9,108 expenditures. So we still have about $87,000 in the bank account with the ability to spend about $46,000 based upon our budget. Assuming the snow, because you know how Clinton, you kind of let us down.
Big
I mean,
time.
I mean, it's been a couple of years, but
That's right.
yeah, it's okay. The Steelers had a bad night too. So, I don't foresee a problem. We only have one more meeting. I don't think it's gonna cost $46,000 to wrap up the year. So, although I do know there are some electrical issues that'll probably be coming in December for all that, but I still don't think we'll exceed it, so I think we're okay. We don't have any other outstanding contracts, do we, Jamie? That I'm not aware of any, where we've got proposals and accepted their proposal, but they haven't performed. There's nobody out there like that, right?
So in maintenance, I was going to talk about the vote that you guys took for Christmas lights with the not to exceed, I believe it was 3,500. So that's the only thing that I have right now.
I just wanted to make sure if I need to get to Courtney to encumber money over to the next year, and I don't know of any contracts that we've already signed that we haven't had performance on.
Nope, that's the
Okay.
only one.
As far as bills to pay, tonight I have 4 weeks of Mobile Properties taking care of the sidewalks, $500 a week, $2,000 total. That's the only invoice that I have, so. I'll make a motion to pay the bill.
Yeah. Is that motion to pay that? bill?
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
So I just spoke to you guys about the e-vote that was approved for the Christmas lights, or the receptacles rather, that are at the top of the pole to get fixed. And I am waiting for that bill. It didn't exceed 3,500. I think we ended up with 14 poles that ended up needing to be worked on. Most of them were fuses, so easy fix. And then the other thing was an update to the storm tree that I had presented to you guys by Zeldin's, the northeast corner of Michigan. That was awarded at the last Board of Works, and we are still trying to get that done and completed before end of year.
Oh,
And that's all I have.
sounds good. Thank you, Jamie.
Yep.
Clinton, snow removal? Anything?
We had some stuff.
Okay, and it was removed. Okay,
We all gone tomorrow.
okay.
It really. We had snow,
Okay,
and we took care of it, and we'll get the rest of it tonight.
okay. Thank you, Clinton.
Thank you, Amy.
Flowers and planters, we do not have flowers. We do have planters that are filled with snow. Thank you, Clinton. Trees,
We do have trees that have leaves that collected the snow and made a mess, but no other report for trees.
long-term design and planning, do we have anything new? Nope. Okay, any old business? Any new business?
I have maybe Jamie, you might be able, it's kind of an off, but the building on Lincoln Way that they're putting apartments into, are those 12 apartments that are going in there? Dead center of, next to the, right in front of the courthouse.
Oh,
Used to be the pool hall for a minute. I don't know what.
I got
it's been
you.
Before that, but
I honestly I was not the reviewer on that permit, so what I can do is find that out tomorrow, and then I can email you if that's acceptable, to let you know
Yeah.
how many units are there.
well, unfortunately, I was kind of leading on that. So there is 12 because I saw 12 electrical deals in the back, and my question is, and I'm not saying you have the answer, but
Yeah.
where are those people going to park?
Good question.
Because that's just 12 if it's one each. So I'm not sure who approved like that many to go in there, but it's just questionable as far as how that will be for parking in general, considering the very lack of parking, especially with the businesses right in that center area. So I was just,
Well, and again, I want to make sure that that is 12 apartments, and that I know that there was supposed to be some retail on the bottom, so I
yes,
want to
that-
make sure.
Great, 'cause same, another
Yeah.
question to that, because I was told 12 from someone else, and then
Sure.
when I saw 12, I was like, I don't know how you can fit 12, and I know you still have to have the commercial space on the main floor, so I was
Correct.
not knowing how that's going, was just very kind of worried for, especially even just the tenants that would be
Sure.
trying to get a place, and then, I mean, people on, business owners, they're 2 blocks down to park,
Yep.
same area, so.
Yep, nope, I'm happy to look into that, though, and let you know how many apartments, because again, I know that there's retail, I'm just not sure how many retail spaces are going to be on the main
Okay.
floor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, all in favor?
I
We are adjourned. See everyone next month on December 8th.